We are live on YouTube, Jada. Jada, how you doing this evening?
I am doing great, Shoni.
Did you
How are you
have a
doing?
good Shabbat?
I did. It was awesome. I can't complain. I just did a little reading and just relaxed. And yeah, so grateful.
That's that's wonderful, wonderful. Well, Jada, you know what? I had a good Shabbat too. And then something was brought to my attention that we're going to talk about and discuss right here on the Talk Truth with Shiny channel here on YouTube. You know what, Jada?
Yes.
Let's get into it and let's talk about it because you know what? It seems like there's an issue with a post that I made on Facebook because it started getting attention and it started getting traction. And I guess because this person didn't make the post first, they have an issue with it. So let's do the countdown. Let's get into it and talk about it.
Get into it.
Shalom, shalom, family. How you doing this evening? Jada and I, we just wanted to come up here and we just want to make a live and we just wanted to talk about a few things about what's going on. So I'm going to address this right now so that everybody knows about it. Because see, family, people who know me, they know I'm not playing no games. Am I right, Jada? Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, now before we get started with this, I'm going to ask Jada a simple question. Jada,
Yes.
have you seen me?
Yes.
Have you seen me multiple times?
Multiple times. Yes.
Am I a black woman?
That you are.
Am I a light-skinned black woman, like a high yellow?
Yes.
Thank you, Jada, so much. Because see, unlike some people in our Hebrew community that are leaders that like to talk a lot of smack and they don't know what they're talking about, there are various people in Israel that have seen me. Yes, there is. And Jada happens to be one of them. But anyway, I want to get to the subject that we're talking about. Oh, you want to say something, Jada?
No, no, I was just agreeing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I want to get to the subject that has caused Jada and myself to go live this evening. And I want to address Issachar. And to you, Issachar, I'm going to say this. What the Hebrew, Issachar? What the Hebrew? You know, it was brought to my attention about a post that I made last week. And the post started spreading in the Hebrew community. And the post was about a mountain of gold that was found in the Congo in Africa in Congolese. And it started spreading and gaining traction in the Hebrew community in America. Now, while it was gaining traction and spreading in the Hebrew community in America, I guess either somebody sent it to Issachar, or maybe Issachar saw the post, or maybe I don't know how he found out about it, but he found out about it. Maybe one of his followers, one of his groupies, sent him the post, and Issachar decided that he wanted to make a post about it on YouTube on his community tab. And this is the post that he made. Jada, can you see that? Do
I
you mind
can.
reading that, Jada?
Okay, hold on 1 second. And it says, this would be a great time for Dr. Arkina Chihamon. I'm sorry if I'm not getting her name correct. Uh, and her ADI, African Diaspora Development Institute, to travel to the Congo to make the case to secure her reparation banks with gold. If you are a fan of this woman, you should bring it up. But first, there must be an on the ground investigation.
Yes, so that is the first post that Mr. Issachar, or let me get more specific, Dwayne made about the post that I made last week about the mountain of gold that was found in Africa. Okay. Like I said, this was brought to my attention and I knew about it. And I just said, oh, well, okay, it is what it is. You know, let's share information and things like that. I didn't have a problem with it. But then it just so happened to be that today, Dwayne, aka Issachar, he decided that he wanted to make another post. And in the second post that Mr. Dwayne, aka Issachar, made, it was a post that implies that the person that made the original post was lying. And here is the second post. he made on his community tab that was brought to my attention, screenshot it, and here it is right here before your face. So, Jada, do you mind reading that? Because
I
I
do
can't
not.
see it.
It says, the dear people of Congo are in need of some serious help with real and practical solutions. But whoever is spinning this story ain't helping them at all.
Hold on one second, Jada. Notice he said spinning this story. Okay, go ahead, Jada.
Yes. This original image is from the Christian Science article from back in 2010. People can get mad all they want, but remember, we to the be we to be the best of our ability research the Bantu connection to the Bible that was presented to us from the people on the continent and presented our findings from multiple sources. In that case, it was proved to be true. So we have to do the same with anything else that comes our way.
Okay,
Back.
now Jada, if you read this post, if you are, I know you don't follow Issachar, but if you did follow Issachar and you saw this coming from Issachar, what would you think by
I
reading
would,
it?
if me just reading it is basically saying that you should do more research whenever you put out something or fact check it because your facts are not correct.
Exactly. That's exactly what I got from it when
Mm-hmm.
it was brought to my attention. So to this, I'm going to change the screen right now, and I'm going to put back up here what the Hebrew Issachar. And the reason why I'm going to address Issachar is because Issachar put the post up there. Now, like I said before, I don't know if Issachar knows that this was the original post that I put up there. But Issachar, you didn't do your research, nor did you discern, my brother, that this is an actual fact. Okay, you posted the picture up there, but Issachar, you did not do your research and type in the name of the title, nor did you pay attention to the African logo that was on right before the title, because that happens to be an African news channel page on YouTube. Now, I'm going to point this out to you, brothers and sisters. Okay, let's see how much research Issachar did, because as we know, brother Phil Scott, he has a serious YouTube channel. He got a couple of them on YouTube, serious channels that report African news. Because brother Phil Scott, he has journalists on the ground in Africa who actually do the research to see if what they're reporting is true or not. So hang on for me, brothers and sisters, because right now I'm going to share the screen because Phil Scott and myself, we follow one another on Instagram. And I don't know if Phil Scott saw my post that day or if Phil Scott, somebody sent him the information. But when Phil Scott got it, he actually did the research. He got in contact with one of the people that he employs in Africa, and they went out there and they did the research. So let's see what Phil Scott's journalist reported about the mountain of gold that was found in the Congo. Let's see that. Let me share my screen with you, family. Okay, I'm going to start the video. Can you see the screen, Jada?
No, not yet. Yes, I can see it now. Yes.
You can see it now. And as
Yes.
everybody can see, you can type in the name to that title and it's going to lead you right back to Phil Scott. So let's play it right now.
I don't hear any volume.
You can't hear the volume?
No.
Um, okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, family, hold on one second. Let me just work on this for a few minutes and try to get the volume back up. Let me see. Hello, hello. Okay, wait a minute. You can hear the volume there. Okay, let me turn this up. Maybe I gotta pull this out so you guys can hear the volume.
Try it
Oh,
now.
I'll pull that out there. I'm not gonna be able to hear the thing.
Uh-oh. Hello? Sis, I cannot hear you. Or the report?
Can you hear the volume? Can you hear
No.
it?
No.
Can you hear it?
No,
I don't
but
know
I can
what's
see the
going on.
video. I can see the picture.
You can see the video.
You can see the video. The video is not the issue, it's the volume, but you could clearly see that, you know, everything that you were saying was correct. I mean, this was your confirmation right here. So even if the volume isn't there, you could still see the pictures, the actual pictures from the Congo.
Okay, let's see if they can hear it now.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
No, I cannot. But you could see the video.
Um.
See them
Okay. I
working
what
in the mine.
what I might have to do is I might have to unplug myself and
Okay.
so you guys can hear it. But I'm going to play. I'm gonna try to get this video up and get it going so you guys can hear it. I don't know what's going on with the maybe I didn't share the right screen. Hold on, family, for a minute, because I do want to play this for you, and I do want you to see this video. Let me mute myself for a second.
Okay.
Jada, can you see it? Jada.
I can see it, yes. Sorry.
Okay, can let me know if you can hear it.
Okay. I cannot hear it.
You can't hear it?
No.
Oh man, I don't know what's going on with this. Um, I do not know what is going on with StreamYard. Okay, but anyway, family, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna play the video for you. Then I want you to go over to the Phil Scott show and I want you to hear what this woman has to say. Because this is an employee of Phil Scott. And she is a journalist for the Phil Scott Diaspora Channel show. Okay, so let me play the video. You can't hear it, but if you go over to the channel, you can hear what she's talking about. But she not only is going to talk about the mountain of gold that was found, she's going to show you newspaper articles, and then she's going to show you a video. So let's just show the video. You guys go over to the channel and you guys listen to what she says. Now remember, she is a journalist that is hired by the Phil Scott show on the ground in the Congo in Africa. Okay, so let's go.
Wow.
Powering on. Welcome to Alltech Lansing.
Okay, family, I just figured out how I can play the sound. You can hear her voice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start the video over again. I'm gonna use my Bluetooth off of my phone, so at least you guys can hear her talking about it. I'm sorry that I'm doing this, family, because something's going on with the volume as far as my my YouTube is concerned. I'll get it figured out. But anyway, family, I'm gonna use my Bluetooth on my phone, and I'm gonna pull the video up from the Phil Scott show, and I'm gonna play it so you guys can hear what this woman is saying, and we're gonna see who actually did their research and who didn't do their research. Hold on one second, family. Give me a chance to um to get it up and get it going. I should have done this before I played the video, Jada.
That's okay. That's okay.
Now, Jada, I just want you to talk about what you was telling me, because while I'm trying to do this, you was telling me that you had seen a newspaper article on the same thing. Am I correct?
No, I didn't. I saw you on Facebook, and I had read the article. You know what I'm saying? Or I had seen what you had posted about it, and I was like, wow, okay. But I actually didn't see anything prior to you posting it. That was the first time, because a lot of information that I come across, you are actually the first person posted. Like anything that comes out, you're actually the first person to post things. So I do look at your page, because a lot of times you'll put it up there before a lot of people. So that was really the first time that I saw your post. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, I didn't see anything prior to, but I know
Okay.
you get a lot of information quickly. So that you posted it, and then I was like, wow, and I made my comment, and here we are now discussing it. But we already know that Africa has a lot of resources,
Right, and
and
you know what? I don't mean to cut you up, Jada, but I'm gonna say this. You know what?
yeah,
It's shameful. It's really shameful that we gotta go up here and we gotta talk about this instead of because my integrity is being questioned, and
right,
my research and the research that I do is being questioned. This is coming from Issachar, out of all people, and the reason why I say out of all people, out of Issachar, because Issachar. Now I'm going to address you personally, because see, I don't play that game where you go up there on YouTube and you speak from your platforms about people and you don't call their name out. That's a cowardly move that leaders in Israel do. I don't play those games. I don't play those games. So when I address you, I'm going to address you personally by your name. Issachar, I find it very funny that you are going to question somebody's integrity. And the reason why I say that is because what do the scriptures say? It's the leaders in Israel that cause Israel to what? To err. Wasn't it just a couple of months ago, Issachar, where you was leading the children of Israel astray? You was causing the children of Israel to err in worshiping Yah. Was not you calling Yah by a name that Yah is not known by? And you was teaching it in Israel and had other Israelites saying the same name that Yah is not known by. And I give credit where credit is due. When my brother, Joshua Collins, called you out and he proved that your teaching was false and that the name you was calling and telling Israel to use for Yah turned out to be a pagan deity. Not only turned out to be a pagan deity, but turned out to be a pagan deity where the people in the Congo that are connected to the people in Haiti, it goes back to voodoo. Did that happen or did that not happen for the whole Israelite community to see in Israel? Yes, it did. But see, you forgot about that, Issachar. Did you correct your error that you made, Issachar, before all of Israel? No, you did not. You just pretended like it never happened. And then you disconnected yourself from that guy, Jonathan. But you was the one introducing Jonathan to the whole Israelite community, telling the Israelite community to follow his page. Yes, that was you, Issachar. So, Issachar, you want to talk about research and you want to talk about discernment. Where was your research at? Where was your discernment? Where was it? How connected on the ground in Africa are?
Sis, we lost you for a second. Hello?
And they didn't do their research. When no, brother, it was actually you who did not do your research. That was you. Because if you would have done your research, you would have found out that it is very true. Now, you made this post when this screenshot was done, and when it was brought to my attention, it was said 7 hours ago. Phil Scott did his video 2 hours after you did yours. So I thank y'all that y'all stepped in right then and there. Y'all stepped in without Phil Scott even knowing it. And that's how the video got brought forth. And y'all proved that the words that I spoke is true and accurate. I'm gonna tell everybody again, go up to the Phil Scott show on go Phil Scott Diaspora News and go watch the video for yourself. So you can hear the volume in the video and everything. And I'm gonna tell you, Issachar, do not come for me, Issachar, because see, I'm not bothering you, nor have I done anything to you. But I'm gonna tell you at the same time, Issachar, you're not gonna bully me. You're not gonna bully me, and you're not gonna speak untruths about me. You are the one. You are the one who posted that. That wasn't me. You are the one who failed to do your research. That wasn't me. But Issachar, this is not the first time you've done something like this, nor is it the second time you've done something like this. And I'm going to tell you, Issachar, because see, I called it out years ago. You proved that exactly what I said about you, what, more than 2 years ago was true. And Joshua Collins know what I'm talking about. You proved that it's true. You're a clout chaser. Y'all didn't raise you up in Israel. You raised yourself up. Everywhere one of the Hebrew leaders were, you popped up. And you made sure that you was on camera or on the live. You made sure your face was seen. Because, see, nobody really knew who you were in Israel. No, maybe a couple of people knew, but people really didn't know who you was in Israel. Until what? One day you and Nicole called out my name in a video. And I saw the video, and I went and I spoke to Ronald Dalton Jr., and I went and I spoke to Joshua Collins about you. And then y'all started forming friendships. I'm not really going to say friendship. I'm going to say acquaintances. And then you started popping up at various events. Then you started doing stuff on your YouTube channel. And Joshua used to always give you a shout out. He used to always give you a shout out, which I thought was very nice. And then because that wasn't good enough for you, you jumped over to your own platform, and then you jumped to the Watchman and Deborah platform. You wanted to have something on that, and you did. From what I understand, it was a video that was made with Nicole, all right, and stuff. But have I ever messed with you, Issachar? Have I ever done anything to you, Issachar? No, I have not. You don't practice what you preach, Issachar. And I'm going to get personal right now. You don't practice what you preach. There was a time that something went down in Israel. And I know you know about it. Right? Did you do what the Bible tells you to do? Oh, let's get it. Did you do what the Bible tells you to do? Did you pray and talk to Yah about it? Did you seek out your sister and talk and say, what's going on, sis? No, you didn't do any of that. You ran with the lie that was being told. Yes, you did. You and I both know it. What else more can I say, Issachar? Where's your discernment? How come you didn't talk to Yah and say, Yah, what's going on? How come you didn't do that, Issachar? I'm not understanding, Issachar. Never at one time have I ever come for you. Have I ever said anything to you? I don't watch your channel like I used to. Last time I saw your channel was less than 2 weeks ago. I was led to your channel, and I'm glad that I listened to y'all when y'all led me to watch it that night because you was talking about the coronavirus and you was showing the CDC that night. And I really enjoyed your video that night that you made. And I don't know if you're trying to get clout or whatever, but I'm going to tell you this, Issachar, I'm not no punk. I'm not no punk, and I know the scriptures. Don't come for me, Issachar. Because I know a thing about a thing or two. And I know about conversations that you think I don't know about. I know about them. And I know about the time you was on either a call or a conference call, and your wife had to apologize to a certain individual in New York. Oh, yeah, I know all about that. You know what I find funny? Is because I know about conversations that I was not involved in, but yet I know about them. You know why? Because I speak the truth, and people recognize that I speak the truth in Israel. I'm not chasing no clout dream. I'm not trying to get myself seen in Israel. If I show myself in Israel, it's because I want to show myself in Israel. And not you or anybody else is going to tell me what to do with my YouTube channel or with showing myself. Let me make that clear. Not you, Issachar, and not no one else in Israel, you so-called leaders in Israel who are more corrupt than the people, are going to tell me to show myself or make me show myself or tell you what my business, the business of my life. It's not going to happen. So you better go and try to bully somebody else because it's not happening right here. And don't make me pull out receipts because I got them. Not only do I got receipts, but I got witnesses. So on that note, I know, family, I don't normally talk like this in Israel. Anybody who knows me or has talked to me on the phone, they know that 97% of my conversation is about the scriptures and about Yah. Or either I talked to my Hebrew sister Jada. We be making jokes and laughing and stuff about Hebrew drive-bys in Israel in the Old Testament. But some family, you got to learn to stand up for yourself. And that's the reason why I have a lesson coming out. And it's called, Can You or Can You Not Rebuke an Elder? Because this is a rebuke. Believe it. You shouldn't have went up there and done that, Issachar, without doing your research. Because now you out here looking bad. You didn't do your research. You didn't do no discernment. On that note, Jada, you got anything to say?
No, I don't have anything to say. That just summed it up. You know, we just have to be careful and, you know, do our research, and especially the leaders. Leadership is leading Yah's children astray, and they have to definitely be held accountable by
Not
God.
all leadership, some. I'm sorry, Jada. Yeah. Not everybody, but some are.
Right. Now, of course, there's a lot out there that are doing what they're supposed to, but I just think that you know, those really have to, you know, kind of get into that word and live it. A lot of us are doing it out of you know, man-made abilities because you can, and it feels good to the flesh, but you can't just go on your flesh. You got to go with what the Ruach HaKodesh says. And
yeah, because they looking to obtain Hebrew groupies. They want Hebrew groupies. I'm not that kind of Hebrew. I'm not that kind of Hebrew.
Yeah, we do.
You breaking up a little bit, sis. What you say?
I said, I'm sorry. You know how we do. Neither am I. We do what y'all say and y'all only.
Exactly. Exactly. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Now you talking about I'm gonna say this to Issachar. You talking about research. You talking about discernment. I think you better get you some discernment, some real discernment that come from Yah, and you better start doing more research than just a half an hour, hour. I'm gonna say this before I go. Since I'm talking about Issachar, you know, Issachar, I find it funny that you're trying to pretend like you're some expert survivalist or prepper. And I'm gonna tell you something. Before your video that you did from less than 2 weeks ago about the coronavirus and the CDC, I'm gonna tell you this, Issachar. I saw your video that you did last year, the year before last. That's about how much I pay attention to your channel. That you did about prepping, and you was outside of a dollar store, and I bust out laughing because you telling people to prep from a dollar store. Are you serious? Now, I'm a real prepper. And I'm also too known as the Hebrew prepper. And I'm a real prepper. Remember, I was the one who brought Lucas Cameron to the forefront in Israel. And I also too was the one who exposed him as well. When Yas told me to speak on it, I spoke. Now, I appreciate the fact that you go up there and you get people who really know about prepping. But don't try to pretend like you're some expert prepper, because you're not. You're a novice, a beginner. And I do mean a beginner. Because the stuff that you're sharing with people about prepping items and things like that, that's on the low end of the totem pole when it comes to prepping. And I just got to keep it 100% real. I'm going to be a real Hebrew. Keep it real Hebrew with you. I appreciate what you're doing. I saw that stuff that you're doing. Telling people to prep out of a 99-cent store. No. The only thing I would send somebody that wants to know about prepping to the 99-cent store or the Dollar Tree for is to buy some garbage bags, some towels, maybe some washcloths, and some pads to write on. Some pencils and pads. You don't have Hebrews going into a 99-cent store getting prepping items. No. And some of that equipment you were showing, that's the rinky-dink stuff. That's only going to last for a certain amount of time, and then boom, it's over. What the people going to do after that? I'm not going to go off on that rant. Anybody who knows me, they know I know about prepping. And Divine Prospect can back that up, because I put a whole video in his group about prepping. 2 or 3 hour video. And I spoke about everything that has to do with prepping. And then people knew I know what I'm talking about. I'm not the best at YouTube, and I don't try to pretend to be the best at YouTube. But one thing I am is I'm honest. And I keep my word. That's one thing that anybody that knows me will say about me. I'm honest and I keep my word.
That's true. That's true.
And on that note, I'm going to end this live, because I think you done, the post speaks for itself and the video speaks for itself. So family, please go up. I got to say this, fair use. And let me get the thing. I'm claiming fair use so that this video stays up, or else I'm going to have to do it again. I'm claiming fair use because the information is public. So I'm using the information that's being public, and I will, if this gets taken down, I will do the video again, and I'll do it the right way with the sound in the video. So on that note, I'm going to say shalom to everybody and good night. And Jayla, good night.
Good night, Shoni.
I love you, girl. You know I do.
I love you too, sis. Appreciate you. Thank you.
And you're welcome. And I'm just going to repeat myself, and I'm going to say this again. What the Hebrew, Issachar. Shalom, family.
Shalom.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.